Welcome everyone to the Wheels Museum on this beautiful early November day. I have many fun and interesting things to tell you. I hope you'll be interested. One of the most exciting things that we have going on right now is we have been donated an airplane. It is a 57-foot wingspan, gorgeous white glider airplane. It's made in Germany. It's called a Grob 103. It's coming to Wheels Museum. It weighs about 1,000 pounds. So we're looking for people who know how to hang an airplane. This is not an easy thing to do, but we're very fortunate that we have high ceilings in here. And this building was built in 1914. In those days, they knew how to build a building. So it's very, very strong. We call these buildings here at the rail yards the pyramids. So we're gonna get our crew to hang this airplane. It's coming in a trailer, and we're gonna look at exactly what the engineers that we have here as volunteers, how to hang this very, very beautiful airplane. We'll take down some other exhibits that we have to do it. So that's coming in the next couple of weeks. We already have two airplanes. We have a wooden full-size airplane, and we have an airplane that was hand-built by a lawyer here in New Mexico, and he flew it to Gallup, and on many, many occasions he flew it for his business. And one day he came to me and he said, "I'm scared, I don't want to do that anymore. Would you take the airplane?" So we took the airplane, and it's hanging there. And we have in it a mannequin of Amelia Earhart. So it's fun. She looks tired. She's up there in that airplane. She looks quite exhausted. But if you come to Wheels Museum and you walk all the way to the back of the museum, our 21,000 square foot museum, you'll see Amelia Earhart in that airplane. And pretty soon you'll see the Grob airplane hanging also. And it's going to have a fun life here. It's going to be next to the Better Call Saul car and some of our other unusual exhibits, fire trucks. So if they came to life, I think they would all be happy together. They're all about transportation. So we're thrilled about that. Today we have a wonderful opportunity. We have been granted the help of the University of New Mexico to write a feasibility study for the Babbitt and Welding Shop, which is adjacent to us. It is our goal to make that building, which is about 5,000 square feet, into the New Mexico Model Railroad Center. And the city has asked us for a feasibility study. UNM has graciously offered to involve their students, their upper level students, in doing this feasibility study. So at 10 o'clock this morning, I'm going to meet with them and talk to them about what we think this building and this work can bring to this site in terms of numbers. There are many model railroad centers in America that bring tens of thousands of people to a site like this. It's very wholesome to have this kind of a project. It's wonderful for the grandpas and the grandchildren. It's very interesting technically. It's interesting historically and emotionally. And children come in here and they love the model railroads that we have. And our big problem is that we don't have enough space here in this building. We have every gauge of model railroad. We have Z, N, H, O, S, Garden. We have a real train that takes people around the exhibits. We have a full-size train car, but we're running out of space. And many people approach me and they say, "Well, my grandfather died, or he wants to give you this." I got a call 2 days ago about a S-gauge train layout, very beautiful, and we don't have room. So we are hoping to go ahead and be able to raise the money to make the Babbitt shop into the New Mexico Model Railroad Center, and they're helping us. Also, the architecture department of the university is helping us with the project, and we're very, very grateful to them too. Professor Pavlakis is helping us with that, and Rob Del Campo is the head at Anderson School, and he is providing us professors and students to work on the project. So when I go to the Rail Yard Advisory Board in early December, I hope to be able to bring the preliminary plans to the city, which I hope they will approve. The Babbitt shop has been vacant since at least 1977, so we feel that it's time to give it a new life and a new hope and new patronage for the rail trail and the rail yards and everything that we're trying to do here. I've started working with major developers for the machine shop in the hopes that we can get the machine shop going now. That's another big story. That's probably a $100 million project. That building is 800,000 square feet. But we're working with steam locomotive groups and other museums and universities to make that building successful. we did federally funded studies that show 1 million people a year will come if we can get that building ready. So, very excited about that. In 2 weeks, we're having, on the 16th, we're having an art class here. So if you're interested in taking an art class, you will come away from that class with your own hand-painted picture that you can have in your home forever. It costs $35 to take that class, and part of the proceeds will go to the Wheels Museum. If you're interested, give me a call. That's 243-6269, and we'll get you booked for that art class. We have something, a lot of fun is going to be happening on the 30th of November. Thanks to the man who does our podcast, Daniel Archunde. He suggested that we do a pop-up to sell things in here. And we're very fortunate that we have a great many very beautiful Christmas buildings for model trains. They're made of porcelain, they're gorgeous, and they were donated to us, and we have many other things that have been donated. And if you come on November 30th from 9 to 2, you'll get to do something that the visitors never get to do here, and that is go in our attic. And our attic is fascinating. We have gorgeous dishes up there and glassware and artwork that we don't show necessarily here in the museum that we're storing, but we're willing to sell some of it. So come on that day. The attic is fascinating. It's got a very low ceiling, so be careful you don't hit your head. As a steep staircase, but it's lots of fun to go up into the attic of the Wheels Museum and see what we have stored up there. Some of it we've had up there for 20 years. Some of it's been up there longer. That was here when we took the building. So it's very, very interesting to do that. There's train cars, there's train track up there. You can find all kinds of treasures. And also we're going to have a sale in the gift shop that day. So it's a chance to come see. Of course, it's free to come into the museum to do all of this, and you'll be able to tour the museum that day as well. So we hope you'll come for the pop-up sale on November 30th from 9 to 2. On the 23rd, we have Baker Morrow coming. He has written a book about motorcycling in Albuquerque as a child. He's been a teacher at the university, a professor for 50 years in architecture, and he's written a very fun book of stories about motorcycles. We also have a new motorcycle exhibit here at Wheels, so it'll be very fun to see that. Talking again about the airplane we're getting, we do have many new aviation exhibits, so I think you'll find that exciting and interesting too. We are getting amazing exhibits in here all the time. One of our volunteers brought us a 1911 movie projector. Has the film still in it, and if you're very careful, and he has it turned on, it's in a showcase now, you can see a travelogue from 1911. So that's something with Wheels that we think is important. We do a lot of filming on the property here, and someone has just offered us movie lights and other movie equipment. So we think it fits in well to what we're doing, the history of transportation, the travelogues, and where were we and where are we going from here. So that's an important part. I got a very nice email from the city yesterday about the rail trail. The rail trail is going forward. It's going to be about 7 miles around this area, and we hope that it will bring new patronage to the Wheels Museum and to the rail yards as well. We're working very hard to do all that. Another bit of fabulous news I want to tell you is that our capital outlay that we received 2 years ago is now being used to put in 440 feet of track behind the Wheels Museum to bring 5 train cars. So we think when we get the 5 train cars and get our track all ready, we will be able to start doing excursions. Very happy to say that the steam locomotive 2926 was here last week. They brought over 100 men from around the world to take pictures of the steam locomotive. They came from Denmark, Switzerland, Japan. It was fabulous. Germany, all over America. And it was a wonderful event, and many of them came into Wheels Museum and took pictures and made purchases, and we're very, very interested in what we're doing. So our goal is to save our history and to extol the virtues of our community and all the men who worked here, and to talk about what are we doing next to provide economic development, tourism, as we save our precious Albuquerque. We had a wonderful surprise the other day. We're so thankful to the city of Albuquerque. We have been hoping to have a mural on the front of the Wheels Museum, and I had a call from my long time friend Sherry Brueggemann, and she said, Leba, I think we have someone to paint a mural on the front of the building. So we are thrilled. The man's name is Ryan Saavedra, and he's done quite a few murals around Albuquerque. And he came into the Wheels Museum with Sherry and one of her associates, Matt, and put out a long, gorgeous draft of a mural that he wanted to put on the front of the Wheels Museum. And we talked together, we made a few little changes in it. We added some airplanes and some various other kinds of transportation. He was very kind about doing that, as was the city. And we're anticipating for the front of the Wheels Museum a 110-foot mural that will be 10 feet high. And I think it will be an enormous draw. I think the mayor's very interested in it. The city's interested. Of course, we're eager to have it. Very thankful to the city for this great gift, because we have learned that over 6,000 people a day come down 2nd Street, and they will see this, and they will be attracted to Wheels and attracted to the rail yards. So we're very, very thankful for this. Beautiful, beautiful artwork that will represent our history and our culture and what we're doing in the future as well. And I want to thank Mr. Saavedra and Sherry Brueggemann and the mayor and everyone who is involved in bringing artwork to Albuquerque and right here specifically to the rail yards. Can't wait to see it. It's supposed to start probably in December. They said they don't really want to paint until the weather's warmer in the spring. He's working with families who have been touched by heartbreaking disasters, and that will support them as well. So we're helping the community in that way with funding and with the opportunity to do artwork. And then when it's all ready, we're going to have a celebration with music, and we hope the mayor and many, many people who love this history and love what we're all doing. So we'll invite you to that, of course. So please come and see us. We're open 9 to 12 Monday through Thursday morning, Saturday 9 to 2. Some Sundays. We'll be open on the 14th of December. That is the Christmas market. On the 7th of December, United Way is doing a major holiday event in here. You can come to that. On the 21st, we're doing our own holiday party. So please come and see us. Those are all on Sundays. We're open on Saturday, 9 to 2 always, and 9 to 12, Monday through Thursday, always, all year long at Wheels Museum. It's free to come in. We do birthday parties and events. Some of those we charge for. Call us and come and visit us, 243-6269. If you have any ideas for us, any events you want to do, questions, we're here. Thanks for listening.